welcome to Mal TV's Fridays. F It Friday, all right? Now, you already know what it is. It's Mal TV, bringing you all latest and headlines, breaking stories, drama, clout chasers, and everything trending in these streets. It's Friday, so we're going to keep it real messy, right? We're bringing you the craziest stories of the week and everything going on in the streets.
Yes.
Now, first off, the official Kingpin threw his auditions at Sheila B's for his new network premiere, right? His new show's coming out.
Yes.
Well, it got really heated up in there. Enemies came face to face.
I heard there were some wrestling matches and whatnot. Look.
I was thinking like,
my goodness, my voice is gone, y'all. The Lituation Network casting calls went the up. There was like 3 or 4 fights. It was amazing. You versus everybody. I was like, oh my goodness, how many people did you fight? Like, come on with. Oh my goodness, everybody is mad at me. I don't have nothing to do with y'all. Y'all had history. I didn't know that y'all had history. When I casted you for the show, I didn't know that you had history. When I casted William for the show, I didn't know that y'all had history. I had no idea.
It got a little bit. I wouldn't expect anything different, right? It's gonna be live. Too bad we weren't able to see it, you know what I'm saying? But on another note, look, everybody that is in line to be in that position, you got to expect something to go awry, right? Everyone's got big personalities.
And you can't have a good show without some good drama.
Exactly. Look, we're trying to build new Zeuses, okay? Zeus proves their point, and I think there's a lot of people out here that can they can do it. They can do it. It's just a matter of having a really good team, you know what I mean, to help secure the back on this production, okay?
So if y'all want to see all that, go ahead and check out his Instagram. The clips are over there. We can't air that here on YouTube for quality purposes, right? Contractual purposes, really. So there you go. He's going to have some virtual auditions coming soon. So if you guys want to be a part of that, be sure to tap in, okay?
Yeah.
If you just want to be a watcher, go ahead and sign up for the Lituation Network, $9.99 a month. Now, get in right now while that price is still good, because when things pop off, y'all gonna be paying them Netflix prices.
Right.
All right? Now, Chrisean Rock, oh my gosh, she's in a lot of mess this week. And hell, since Blueface been in jail, she's facing all the heat herself, right? Now, people are putting the baby into question. Baby Jr.
Yes.
staring off into space. Eyeballs looking a little wonky, and people are saying, Chrisean, this baby's got alcohol fetus syndrome.
No, I tell you what, and this is just my opinion, okay? He's probably, I haven't seen him be active, okay? Because she's always holding him.
That's another complaint from people. Like, what? He's not active. He's not doing anything. It's questionable to a lot of people.
No, but hold on just a moment. But he's also not around a lot of kids his age. You know what I mean? He's staring up at a lot of older kids that are, you know what I mean, playing with him a lot. I am going to say that a lot of those pictures that I've seen have been altered and edited, okay? And shame on whoever does that and puts it in circulation, because it gets back and it turns into some bad news.
Are you sure that's not her Instagram filters?
No, not at all. I think it's other people grabbing a hold of those filters, you know what I mean, stopping her lives or recording them and stopping them where they want to, you know what I mean, to where there's a, you know.
So you're saying there's no problems with this baby?
I'm not saying that. I do think that with some of the symptoms, and this is just me allegedly, okay, that he may have that autocruit. He might have that.
What's that?
Or auto chat?
Auto chat? What the hell are you talking about?
No. There's a symptom. There's symptoms that babies have that give them this high pitched voice, and of course, alcohol fetal syndrome. Okay, look, that's another symptom of there. But on another note, he has a lot of these characteristics of the no.
Well, DJ Academics is stepping in the conversation, right? He's saying that he had a FaceTime call with Chrisean,
yes,
and she was smoking a blunt,
right,
while she was pregnant.
And she also said, shh, right, whenever he pointed it out and said, hey, you got a baby in of it. But, and I did see that. My deal is, he's been saying that this whole time, right? It's not his first.
It's not his first time.
No,
well, it was published in the media today.
No, well, actually,
I saw it.
No, actually, I've heard him talk about it on his lives. You know what I'm saying? Way back when, right after it happened, as a matter of fact, because Academic is very vocal. I don't know. He does not care about bleeding nobody. Okay, he really doesn't. He won't hide those kind of situations. I think that it's odd that we're putting spotlight on him. You know what I mean? Bring it to the forefront. I really think that Carlissa, she's been really putting in her opinion, and that's the, you know what I mean, her mom-in-law, okay, Blueface's mom. So I think with that being said, and she's trying to be, you know what I mean, as much of a mommy and giving advice as she can, but this little division that, you know, Chrisean doesn't really want to have a relationship with her. Okay, there's reasons why Blue is mad at his mama, and she's sticking by her man. Okay, if her man's not going to be friends with Carlissa, she's not neither. And I think that Blue has put this in her head. So it is what it is. They're going to stick together on this. But I do think that maybe the babies, you know what I mean. And again, my opinion, he may have that, you know, auto chat. I think it's auto chat or auto autocorrect. It's one of those. Okay, it's one of those. But it is, yeah, it does favor that high pitch voice that he has. And so, yeah, I don't know. You know, it is what it is. I am going to say that the trial for Blueface was today. Okay, it was very evident that both Jaden and Chrisean showed up. Chrisean stated that she was able to hand the baby right over to him. Now, that is a little odd, you know what I mean? Because in court, what? You know what I mean? Anything can be in that baby diaper. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just really not ever to me known that you can, you know, be physical. So, anywho, with that being said, yeah, I think that right now, and also that she came out and said that she was straight, right? And everybody was like, you ain't straight for that pregnancy, but you was straight now? But I think
hormones.
No, I really think too that if it's odd that she hasn't appeared in jail. Okay, I am going to bring that up because with all the allegations with the Chanel dude, James Chanel, is that his name, James? With with Braxton, with the whole Braxton mess. And so, you know, the court and all that stuff and him suing her, like, we ain't heard nothing about that, right? Maybe she paid him off. But I am going to say that whenever you have something like that going on, like a bunch of, especially when you're in the public eye and there's so much evidence going here and there, you know, she kept a house in Baltimore, she kept, you know, like, and then she came over to Vegas. And I don't know, to me, she doesn't have anywhere she's actually staying. So I'm not sure if she's really on the run or if maybe she's, you know, taking care of everything like she stated that she was taking care of everything, all her paperwork and stuff. And maybe they're making her go straight, you know what I'm saying? So I do know that she's doing this football show, and she states that that's a reason for it, right? You know, taking in her protein, making sure she's eating clean, and she stopped smoking. I just, you know, of course it's going to be a slap in the face because of the reason, but I think there's a lot more in you know, like in the development, right? She's not going to share with us if she is on parole. She's not going to share with us if there is a CPS case. I'm sure there's a lot of people that can look this up, but I have not done it. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying that it could be all confidential. You know, these are things that cannot really violate HIPAA and then end up online. Like, it just, you know what I mean? Until it's all said and done, right? So, with that being said, I don't know. And she's only going to share with us what she wants to share with us, right? And really, the speculations keep her clout growing. Why would she address it, right? She is going to say, you know what I mean? You don't believe in God. You don't know God like I know God. It is what it is, and I rebuke all that. I mean, that's just another way of just brushing it under the table, okay? And not really addressing it and keeping it dragging. I mean, and really and truly, with Blue being in jail, like you said, I mean, where's the storylines? Where's the storylines? You know what I mean? Chrisean, her storyline is drying up. So they got to keep the baby on the forefront. You know what I mean? And that's sad. I hate to see that, especially to keep, you know, Chrisean relevant. They got to talk about the baby. It's crazy. To me, to each their own.
It's Blueface baby. So,
yeah, not only that, but to each their own. And I just, it is what it is. He's here now, so deal with it. You know what I mean? He's not our child. Like, he's not our child. So, and he's a joy to look at. He's cute. I don't care what kind of snapshots they put out there. I've seen him. I watch the lives. Ain't nothing wrong with that baby. He's got good peripherals. He's got, you know, good eye contact. He holds his neck up. He looks like his mama. Okay, he looks like his mama. He holds his neck up. And we don't know if he's crawling. Anyway, moving on.
All right, so Dan Schnieder is suing. He already filed this lawsuit, okay? This is real.
Right.
This ain't no, you know, Von Ray and all these other little claimers who say, you know, they're gonna, but there's nothing.
Right.
All right. No, Dan Schnieder filed this lawsuit against Disquiet on the Set documentary directors and producers, right? He's calling it defamation, a hit job on his career, assuming he was connected to these crimes committed on these sets and offsets with these producers. He says he had no part of it. He had no knowledge of it. And when he was, you know, peeped onto it, these people were exited, you know, out of the building. So he's confused on why they concluded it to him. And then also the rumors of him impregnating Jamie Lynn Spears were quite, lightly covered there in the show at the end. Allegedly. And yeah, he's denying everything. So he filed this suit.
Weird, girl, I don't know. You know what I mean? Every time you turn around, something new is happening. Okay. I am going to say this. I did not watch the documentary, okay? I watched clips of it because that was enough for me, you know what I mean, for me to acknowledge it. And there's a lot of people that have allegations. Now, was there names on them? Dan Schnieder was like the captain of this ship. You know what I'm saying? It's just like...
everyone's complaints with Dan was mostly, he was mean. Mm-hmm. He, was really anal and wanted us to do... the scene right. If we didn't do it right, he had a really bad attitude. He played favorites. Whoever had favorites could run the show, could write the show, could redirect the show, could tell, anyone get off the show, things like that. And that was their power struggle with him.
The thing is, too, is he's like a PG Lorne Michaels, like an SNL type director. And I think that there was a lot put on his plate, right? Okay, but on another note, like he stated that he was taking accountability and that, there's a lot of things that today, if it was getting played, that, somebody told him something, that he would probably step back and be like,
and
you're right.
And that's true to a degree because, television... still there's offensive television going on.
Yeah.
But back in, just 20 years ago, there was so much offensive content. We'd walk around saying offensive things. Whatever we see on television, it's going to, have space in our mental and we're going to regurgitate it, right? And there was less standards, right? Less, cancel culture and less, oh my God, how dare you say that? You're offending me. There was not much of that when I was growing up.
Right.
So I could understand how things, the lines were blurred.
It's about evolution.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I can't really, it's hard for me to go back because it's like, well, I was watching that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, some of it was offensive, but then it's like, it was like, your teenage SNL. And that's what really... I don't know. There's so much that I want to say, but whenever you said, that he took favorites, and it brings me back to like Ariana Grande, like she's muted, right?
No, and that's exactly my next
so
point.
Muted.
That's my next point, right? You have Jenny McCarthy, you have Amanda Bynes,
yes,
who has spoken out on things that have happened on the set, but now she's saying it was all good, nothing happened, it was great. It's just there's a switch up going on, right? Jeanette McCurdy said she was offered hush money by Dan and Nickelodeon to not tell her story. And she didn't take the money. So she's out here talking, right? She wrote a book. She did all these things. And there's even a video she posted on her YouTube channel where she's like, the producer touched her. It was like a skit, but it was like very blatant. Like, what is this? What are the Dan Schneiders going on here? So, you have these people. And then Jenny McCarthy, who was on, What I Like About You with Amanda Bynes and Dan Schneider as the producer, director, and all that. She's like, I'm never going to speak about him. I'm never going to cover or revisit that situation. And it's like, these people are very telling in who's not talking. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's those who were closest to him who have this negative energy that they, F that man.
Yeah.
But also they won't expose what's going on. So, I don't know. It's a lot of complicity.
Yeah.
Complicity.
Well, I think,
you know what I mean? What I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think, whenever it comes to something like this, like, at the end, it'll all come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody's got to be like, I was there for a lot of it. There's especially when you have this big of a cast.
Yeah, and I also think that a lot of people are taking that hush route because of this right here. They were scared that he was allegedly calling around threatening people with the lawsuits. If you speak out, we're gonna go at it, and so a lot of people were quiet about it. So I don't know. There's just a lot of people being scared.
God, it is pull down season. Look, with everything going on in the midst of Diddy and everything. We got Dan Schneider. Harvey Weinstein just got out and he's in the hospital. Like, Lord have mercy. I don't know, but there's something in the air. It's like exposed season. Period.
Well, it's been exposed season for quite a few years, if you ask me.
I don't
right?
know. It's getting real juicy, though. That retrograde did some shit. So anyway, but you know what? I don't feel bad for him. If he's got the money for it, okay, and he's going to push for it, we'll see how far this goes. Because when you do something like this, there's going to be some people in the background that are willing to stand up on that, get up on the stand and go, excuse me, Mr. Dent, do you recall this moment? And do you recall these
Yeah, and all that
moments?
evidence is going to be played.
Yeah, exactly.
Him having these girls have things, lotions squirting on their faces with their feet, and the Ariana sucking on her own feet. Like, these were all like little online extras that he ran on his websites. The Slap, which was a parody website of a gossip site that they had in the shows, right? So it was just weirdly, these weird connections. And of course it's like playing, and he can't sit here and deny that. Like, you're playing into these fetishizations of these scenarios.
What's even worse to me
online
is the smile that he kept. It didn't matter where he was. He had smile. Like, he was a happy man around a bunch of, pretty young girls. Okay, let's be real.
Well, when he has that full power, like everyone's saying, unchecked balances and unchecked power to direct these actors to do whatever he wanted. Even what is it? Enticing them with money if they were to do these acts for him. Come to my back office and let's take some pictures of these feet, and I got you $5 for you. And these are kids who relied on their parents to get their check and get their cut. So there's a way that these people manipulate people to do what they want.
Dan Schneider,
and money is the power.
I was gonna say Dan Schneider was sugar daddy to the sugar baby.
For real.
Oh my goodness. Like, that's really
And Nickelodeon,
ugly.
I blame Nickelodeon. Y'all
That's
had
really
people in power to actually check and balance this right here. Disney, they have their scandals, right?
Right.
But the majority of people from Disney can come out and say, we had the health expert on team. We had the therapist. We had the fucking police. Like, we had things in line so things didn't get out of hand. You know what I mean? When Demi Lovato said, on Camp Rock set, she was thanked by the cast and crew, whatever.
Which is so odd.
And she didn't. And also, she doesn't want to tell who did it either.
Name.
There's a lot of
God.
covering for these crimes in the industry.
I would like to hear from Victoria. What's her name?
Victoria Justice.
Yes. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly.
I don't know. Does she have? Do you think she has a story?
Absolutely. Because if you see the lineup, you know what I mean, on who really succeeded, who pushed it, who made it to the next, what do they call it when they have like a spinoff? You know what I mean, like a sister show to the major show, just like Ariana did with Cat and Sam, things like that. And I don't know. It's just, and so she got a show, but it was kind of short lived. I don't know. I have questions. That's all. And so, yeah, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I think he was just choosing the next best thing on the show. Of she was on Zoe 101, and Zoe got pregnant, and she was out there. Or what's her name? Jamie Lynn Spears. Jamie Lynn Spears got pregnant, and she was out. Right? Yeah. Nickelodeon said, we got to cut ties with you, and this is not family friendly. Yeah, You're 16.
Which kind of brings me to Zoe 102 or whatever, right? What she
I watched that.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was weird. I don't know what I think like they were aiming for a show reboot, but it's like, y'all are too old for this. Like, absolutely. I don't know. It didn't make sense to me.
Absolutely no.
Just anything that they were, getting Dan Schneider out of the window, and I think they're just taking his bag. Like, if you are going to cancel him, cancel it all the way.
I know that.
And don't relaunch any of the shows.
I know that's right.
But anyways, all right, next segment. Celebrity birthdays today, May 3rd. Everybody having their birthday, okay? Rachel Zegler, Miss Snow White. She's getting a lot of hate in the streets for this Snow White reboot, but... good luck to you on that.
Right.
Noah Munnick, he was in iCarly as Gibby. He also didn't have his spot reprised on the show. He was upset about that. So, I just love to throw in the scandals when I'm talking about these people. Designer, okay, he's turning 27.
Wow.
Shout out to him, I hope he drops some new good music. I don't know. Everything he's dropping is pretty bad to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Once you have that one-hit wonder, it's so hard. I don't know. I like Timmy, too. Oh, my God.
I don't know. Timmy Turner was really unhinged.
I think that's why I liked it, because we didn't really
I think that's why they canceled him. They were scared.
I don't know. But when he gets upset, he gets upset. He's
second,
very passionate.
Second debuts talking about a serial killer, type. I don't know.
Stop
it was weird.
To me, I always have this vision in my head that if you sound like like someone else that you'll get canceled. Now we all know that he sounds like Future, you know what I mean? And we all see that.
Well, yeah, and then Future goes hard. So, whoever goes harder is going to take that cake.
I'm just saying, Pop Smoke, it sounded like 50. Like, somebody always ends up either blackballed or gone. You know what I'm saying? You got Shine, he sounded like Biggie, and he was just, I don't know. But anyway, I think that the ones that sound alike, they don't ever last. And too bad, you know what I'm saying? Too bad.
Yeah, too bad. So also Christina Hendricks from Good Girls and Mad Men. Shout out to her. I'm having a hard time getting through that series. It's a lot of episodes, okay? And I will not watch Mad Men. That's boring as hell. But shout out to you, Christina. Happy birthday, turning 49. And then last on the list, we have Dee Dee Blanchard. Rest in peace to her soul. Gypsy done, knocked her off. But she would have been 57 today if she was still here.
I cannot with you. Anyways, yes. Oh my goodness. So.
All right. Now next, Bondy Blue won a Boss Babe award. Shout out to her. Okay, yes. She's doing big things in these streets this year. Yeah, right? Tasha K helped no, I'm not gonna say put her on, but definitely boost the career.
But it also put her onto a new avenue. Like, I knew nothing about Bondy Blue, and now I'm a really big fan. I think she is a boss babe, right? She's entitled to that award. I think that she is one that just keeps going. And what is it? She's got like this twang to her voice that you just can't, It's kind of sexy, and I know that I'm a woman and everything, but it's just like, hey, girl,
I feel you though. Yeah, shout out to her. Yeah. I loved when she addressed Chelsea Alana. We didn't really do a video about it, but because my screen recorder failed, and then the second part, she wouldn't repeat it. God damn it, Bondy.
It's obvious too that Bondy likes to be messy, but not too messy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean? So she tries to play nice, but Chelsea was acting like she was a bad, woman, and really spiteful, and trying to bring up her abortion and all that, and it rubbed her the wrong way. But I loved her response to it. She said, "You're just mad you're over there and I'm over here. You're just mad because it's me and not you."
Clock it.
And yeah, so I loved that response. Yeah. I really wish I would have got that screen recording. It was perfect, for Chelsea, such a hater in the streets, Yeah. I'm so glad Chelsea is out of Tasha K's picture, out of the mainstream, and out from being put on. She didn't deserve it.
Well, I appreciate her being removed from my algorithm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's not and just, don't have to cover her anymore. It's perfect. She has nothing going on. So, good luck to you and your old baby daddy. A mess. So, it's Fierce Friday as well, and Bondy was serving looks, okay? Bondy was serving her looks, getting ready for the Boss Babe Awards, and going out the night before. She did a couple twirls on live. So, what y'all think about these looks with Miss Bondy? All right, it's Fashion Friday as well. So Ralph Lauren came out with a new Western look, brown and beige, cowboy hats, cowboy belts, and they're relaunching, taking inspiration from their first collection that they premiered in the studio of spring 1975. The fall holiday collection is what they're calling this. So shout out to Ralph Lauren. If you want to show off your fashions, go ahead and send us your DMs, okay? We need to fill up these spaces in these show for Fashion Fridays and Fierce Friday. You think you're fierce? All right, send in them pictures. I bet you're too scared to do it. Y'all ain't gonna do it. All right, so next, Funky Dineva is calling out people who lied on him, okay? And he's not the only one. Claudia Jordan came out to speak about liars as well. I don't know. Is this shade to one another? I don't know, but I'm going to say yes. Yeah. I'm going to say yes.
Somebody's watching somebody.
Somebody's watching somebody, all right? He says, "Do not make me a part of your lies without my permission." Okay, I shared that because I feel that just recently, okay, the Wiley Show got up there and said I was DMing him talking about Conscious TV got HIV. A bunch of mess. He said that twice on air, just bold-faced lying out his face, okay? So if you're going to lie on me, the least you could do is include me in it, and, we can conspire some things or something, like to get, a whole play going on. But you going to play in my face? No.
Yeah.
You got zero more times to play with me, okay? So Funky Dineva made this statement about people lying on him. He said, "This right here is one of those items that bother me so bad. It has taken therapy to help me move through this. My daddy used to do this shit all the time, and it sent me through the damn wall. Just lying, and I'm a character in the damn story. For example, it could be something as trivial as, oh yeah, we eat there all the time. Trying to impress whomever he's talking to, I be looking like, no the hell we don't. We ain't never been to that damn place, but as a child, you are powerless, and you'd be popped in the mouth if you said anything to the contrary. So now, here I am, shucking and jiving just as a character in this damn play. It's so interesting how things like this from childhood manifest themselves in your adult life. What are some of your triggers as a result of childhood traumas?"
Lord. Oh, I'm not going to answer that question. We'll be here all night.
So who is over here lying on Funky Dineva, and he's just having to sit here and shuck and jive? You know, Miss Claudia Jordan, I don't know, because she went live on her stories, did a whole, post series talking about people lying on her.
No, but I do recall what you mean whenever she said she was tired of people lying on her about this Diddy situation, for example. I think that's exactly what she was really talking about.
For sure, but she was acting like it was her coworkers, like somebody who she has to work.
I was in my front yard and I was just like thinking about life and relationships and stuff, particularly friends or people that we call friends. Unfortunately, we have to learn the hard way that a lot of times people that we call friends are not your friends. They're actually just using you, or they're just biding their time to kind of like, strike and try to take what's yours, or try to take away something that is yours. When you give with a giving heart and you like care about others and want to put others on and look out and put money in people's pockets, I guess there's like an assumption that they fuck with me, you know what I mean? Like they like me or we good. So when you get burned by someone like that, it's like, it just kind of hits different, And sometimes you think you have like you're just not in a good place with a friend, right? And it's way worse than that. You have no idea. It's like, no, you weren't in a good place with them. They were plotting to get you out of there. They was actively doing things and putting things into motion to try to get you to like lose things. That's scary. And like straight up lie. I'm not gonna say who I'm talking about. I'm just kind of trying to get this off my chest. Like, god damn, people are evil. It be your own people too.
Work with. But although she's working on a lot of different sets right now, but she was saying it's not one of her girls. And that's just like,
goodness.
if it's not a girl,
exactly.
It's not my girls in New York. It's not my girls in Texas. It's
So
like,
guess.
right, we got to guess, who is it? Is it Armon Wiggins?
I
All
don't
right,
know.
because he's real messy and, I don't know, but she's acting like someone trying to get her out of the picture. Like, what picture? You can't get her out of Fox Soul for sure, right? She's the one who created the whole show. Can the creator be booted off the show? I don't think so. But, we don't know. She's on so many different sets right now.
No,
I don't know who's
Claudia,
going on. What man?
Yeah,
what man is being messy?
But also, I've noticed that Claudia Jordan just talks, you know what I mean? Just to get attention. Just to kind of make
for
you
sure.
guess and go, what? What is she talking about? Who is she talking about? And at this point, I don't know. She's kind of pointless to me. Even on this show, I don't watch, TGIF for her. Even though she probably controls that panel to make sure that she gets a lot of airtime, I think that, to me, a lot of what she says, she asks other people what they think about it, and whenever it comes back to her,
she always ends
just
it like that.
Dishonest. Yeah, she's so dishonest, and you can always tell. And
I don't know. Her vibe rubs, bad to me because she's always hating on somebody, and
she's
mostly,
very biased.
on her story, she's always coming after a man. Now, I don't know if she has history with these men or what, but she's constantly coming after a man.
Well, from the sound of it, she doesn't have a history. It's been quite a history that she hasn't had a man. That's just me. I'm just saying, I don't know.
Well, I mean, just like when she, she's a liar. I mean, Wiley Show had her little quarrels with her and Flame Monroe. Yeah. They were calling him wonky-eyed. He can't look at the camera, so you can't be on this show.
Why being negative? Do I need to block you?
I don't even know who that is. The first requirement for being on your show that you told me is that you must look straight into the camera. That person could never do that because one of their eyes is jealous of the other one. So why would you even apply for that? Sold out shows, boo. You know nothing about that. You can't even see me. How many of me you see? How many fingers you see? How many? Because you're stupid and you spread lies and fictitious, which is why you'll never be on a reputable podcast like TGIF or anything else, because when it's not factual, it's just for pure entertainment.
Wiley, you did not get red enough. Stop trying to poke the bear here, right, Wiley?
He can't. He cannot. He's a po babe. But that cock guy never had a kid, never been with a woman.
Wiley said, excuse me, where's your proof this is slander?
Okay, well, come on with it. Sue me. Looks directly into the camera. Is that the truth?
Yeah.
Don't y'all tell us that when we do the show?
Yes.
Or when one of your eyes is like Tweet, it's looked over to the left. You could not look directly in the camera. You do not meet the qualifications to get the job. So sorry, boo. I'm a wise old bird, and I can see straight.
It's fun to me. That's a good time right there.
And then she was up there making fun of him with Armon Wiggins.
Welcome back to TJ. Armon, I'm so glad that, like the eyes, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see you clearly, straight, right on.
The hills have eyes and they go straight.
No looking off camera.
I'm missing the joke. What are we talking about?
Can you see me?
Can you? I'm looking straight at you.
No side eye. Don't cross me.
No shades. Okay, come on.
You know what we're talking about. All right.
Right, and had the audacity to deny that that's what she was talking about.
Yes, she denied it and
like
just bold-faced lied about it. Because, like, blatantly, you're talking about him.
Prove
We know.
it.
We
Prove
all
it.
saw this going on.
Prove it.
Yeah, like, prove it. Where's your proof? The proof is in the
bitch, we
pudding, baby
watch.
girl.
Yeah, exactly.
So she just certified herself as a liar to me with that. And, I don't know. Her and Armon Wiggins were having their little, laughs about it. And, Armon Wiggins has lied so many times. He's trying to change it up now and be better, I hope.
Right.
Is from what I see.
I can't wait
but,
till his time is up
it just
on
rubbed
the
off
show.
on her.
I can't wait till his time is up on the show so that way we can hear how he really feels about her. Because
they're real messy. They're arguing on that show all the time.
But also, if you know Armon, he will key with you and then just be like rolling his freaking eyes on his way home, going, "This bitch."
Yeah, he's bothered with a lot of these segments. You can tell he's uncomfortable. He's angry. But he's learning to control his emotions, so that's good.
He's got the bag right now. I'm not gonna sit there and downplay that.
Period.
Get your bag. But after it's done, oh my God, juice it up. Blame it on the cards.
I don't know that they're struggling over there. The views keep going down. They're having a hard time maintaining 100,000 viewers per episode. I mean, it fluctuates, a little, give or take a little, take a lot. So, I mean, I don't know. Was Funky Dineva right? It was a sinking ship there.
Absolutely.
They're wasting their time. It's gonna fail.
Look, when you speak that kind of stuff out into the, the universe, and not only the universe, but bitch, the internet.
Especially one of the people on the show. I mean, when people come exposing the shows, it hurts the career, the reputation.
Well, right, because if you're a fan of Funky Dineva, then you will take his advice and go, you know what, you're right.
And you'll take your viewership to him. That's what I'm saying. Because he goes live and he has 9,000, 10,000 in the chat. Okay, when Armon Wiggins first joined the show, they were pulling 4,000 or 5,000 each episode, and then slowly it goes down. Now we have they're barely pulling 2,000, halfway into the show. So it's definitely sank like a shit.
I would say if they get rid of half of them, government funded programming ads that they have there, they may have some decent watch time.
Well, I don't know. You're gonna get me real messy, girl. You're gonna get me real messy. I mean, I don't know. To be honest, it's weird. It's weird that the government funds, is the main sponsor of this show. I mean, what's going on here?
Girl, bye. It screams grants. What is it?
And it screams I don't know, Joe Biden's gonna pop up on the show one day to use it as a political pawn. Exactly. I don't know. Whatever. Next topic. All right.
You know what I mean? It's only right. Feature people.
So let's your thoughts down below. Talk to us back in the chat, okay? Tiffany Haddish says she's gotten so much hate on her social medias that she will troll back on a burner account. And she admits that she's even called them and that they're shocked when she is popping up on the phone.
Okay, that's not weird at all.
She said, F it. Y'all gonna come at me, I'm coming at you.
But you know what, though? She's been weird from word get. And I like her, you know what I mean? She's funny and everything. She's just, but once you know her personality, all that chingy bling stuff, that just really freaked me out, right? Because he was like, girl, he's a one night stand. Like, I mean, girl, maybe we hit it twice. I'm just saying, though, but it was embarrassing for her, I think, just as much. And really after that, she's just had this, screw it attitude. Like, so what? I'm already where I want to be. The spotlight is already on me. No matter what I say, it's gonna get heat. It's gonna get played. TMZ's gonna play it. Okay, Hollywood Unlocked and that's the good thing about her is everything that she does is displayed on these public, these platforms to where you have, diverse audiences. So she's getting watched. It doesn't matter if we like her or we don't like it. But I don't know. I just she's quirky. You know what I'm saying? She's very quirky.
Okay, well, 71-year-old actor is coming out saying that his $40 million fortune, he will not be passing on to his children. Okay, he says, row your own boat.
Wow.
Wow. These are young children.
Stop
He's had a lot of appearances on television. Now, I don't know. There's been quite a few of these celebrities who've amassed this, millions in fortune. And Jeff Goldblum is joining in, saying, I'm not giving them babies nothing. F them kids.
Well, Khloe Kardashian's daddy just passed away, O.J. Simpson, and he didn't leave
Allegedly.
Allegedly. And he left the kids absolutely in debt. Now, look, Robert Kardashian left the kids little to nothing when he died, okay? So, I mean, we really have to look at what's... like Steve Harvey mentions that he's not going to take care of his kids. But, look.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense because it's like, you got to work for your money. You got to sit out here and work hard, exploit yourself on this TV show.
Girl, yeah.
Do all this work,
Yes.
He's putting in this work. And it's like, who's to say if these kids get this money, if they're going to care about anything in their life, or they're just gonna F off and endless vacation and never want to put in the work, never know what it's like to build things up by yourself, work hard, be respectful to get what you want in life. If they're just spoiled and just handed $40 million.
Appreciate the challenge that life offers you.
Exactly. Where's the challenge if they're not, if they just have it handed to them? I mean, but I believe in building generational wealth. But, I also don't have children, so I don't know if I would or wouldn't.
Stop playing with me. But I'm just, no, it's like this. What is it? I want to say nepotism. These kids that stem off, from rich parents and, and in the limelight. I want to say it gives them the opportunity, especially today. It's too easy to become popular off your parents' clout. It is. If you got talent, then you'll make it. If you don't, then oops, you better go to college, take a side trade, do something, right? But it'll come together. I do think that, unless you build your own fortune, you really don't appreciate, you just don't appreciate life as much as, as much as it takes to build it. And that's just the way I feel. A lot of people out here, look, I see homeless people. It's easy for them to ask for $1. I see rich people, and they don't want to hand out $1. And, it's about your mentality. So I'm just going to leave it there because, I can go all the way around the block with that. Money it can be good to you, but it can also ruin you, especially if it's handed to you.
So Britney Spears was escorted out of a hotel by paramedics, and she was wearing a blanket around her. People are saying this was erratic behavior that went on with her and her boyfriend in a fight.
Was this the recent one?
That's what they're saying.
It was. Okay, now.
And she posted a video just a couple of hours ago. Well, by the time y'all are hearing this, it was yesterday. But a couple hours ago on Thursday, she posted videos of her ankle, and she was saying, my mom has something to do with it. I think my mom has something to do with it. What is going on here?
That she was just doing a little jig, doing a little, showing off, and that's what she stated, that she was doing some dances, and she ended up spraining her ankle, and then she ended up saying that her mom had something to do with it. Now, I'm just not sure. She sounded coherent in the video.
Okay, guys, so I really twisted my ankle last night like an idiot, just to show proof. Don't look at my feet. I need a manicure. It's so bad. Fucking idiot here tries to do a leap in the living room at the chateau, and I fell. Embarrassed myself. And that's it. Paramedics came to my door illegally, of course, caused this huge scene, which was so unnecessary, and all I needed was ice. But yeah, it is actually pretty bad, but shit happens.
I did not see her face, okay, but her ankle did look really messed up, right? Also, it seemed like something that she was familiar with. If she sprains her ankle just, at least once every 6 months, once a year, something from doing those twists and turns, like she does into the camera every day. On another note, she stated that her mom, got a hold of her right away. I'm not going to sit here and act like, when you have a daughter like that, you're not going to keep tabs on her. She may think her mom really doesn't care and it's all about the money, but it's a part of her. She's going to wonder about her well-being. And I think that that's where the speculations came in, because her mom called her before it actually hit the news. And she was like, I think he has something to do with it. On another note, I think that whenever it's also subliminally a message to her mom to, to do it again. Why would you even talk about your mom in your post? She didn't talk about her mom at all in the video, which was odd to me. Yeah. So I had seen the way she kind of set that up, and I was like, oh, she must really miss her mom. Even though she talked to her already, she said that she called to ask if she was okay. She didn't talk about how that conversation went. She just said that they'd been, under fire for a little bit and not getting along. So it's not something that she would not expect coming from her mom. But it wasn't clear to me what she really meant, right? As far as her getting carried out, like maybe that's the deal. You know what I mean? Like if something happens, carry her out. I don't know. I'm not understanding. Again, when she posts, it's kind of, like inconclusive to me. I'm not really sure. Just like she said the last time, you know what I mean? She fell to the ground whenever she got hit in the head by the football or basketball player. And she didn't, you know what I mean? Like she might have got backhanded, but she didn't fall.
Yeah, she was definitely
So
lying.
it's little things like that where I'm going, girl, I'm not sure. You know what I mean? If I didn't witness it, where's the receipt? You know what I'm saying? Sprained ankle ain't nothing. You're rested up right now. So the paramedics took care of it.
It did look really bruised. I don't know. Yeah. It looked crazy bruised.
But but the way
if I had that, I would imagine that's painful.
Yeah, to me,
small bruises hurt a lot to me.
But again, she acted like she was familiar with it. All I really needed was some ice. She knows that it's not like it happens often.
Yeah, it's something that happens often from doing them twirls.
But I think the conspiracy laid to where as fast as her mom was able to call her, she just didn't understand that part. And I don't know. I think
we'll see how that develops.
Yeah, and we're also going to hear a lot from Britney Spears. Look, this conservatorship is always in the news, like every single day.
I mean, it's over, but you never know. They might try to pull it back because of situations like these. I mean, they have paparazzi out there waiting outside for her to walk outside. I don't know. It just seems a little set up to me. Like y'all told her, Britney, we're going to need you to exit this building. And then y'all, had the paparazzi out there ready to take photos of her, looking, bedhead and everything. Wrapped in a blanket. So it's like purposeful exploitation, if you ask me.
It's a good example for them to make up stuff about her just based on the way she looks.
Also set the stage for when they off her. I'm just saying. I don't know. You never know. Allegedly.
But yeah, I mean, it's look, they say that she's losing all her money, and for the life of me, I know that report not too long ago about that book deal that she made, and it was like, what?
Yeah, and they made millions in a day. So I'm not falling for it, and I don't see Britney out here buying mega mansions. I don't see her out here buying Ferraris. No. I don't see her out here buying new diamond earrings and diamond necklaces and diamond rings. No red bottoms, nothing. She's wearing little, regular price clothes like that someone should be shopping at Walmart with. So I'm just not falling for it. I think the media is really framing her to be, less responsible than what she is. Absolutely. But I also know that, when you have someone, under conservatorship and under control for years and years and years, of course, when they're thrown out, now we're going to get to see her act normal. She doesn't have someone constantly over her shoulder guiding her every move and maintaining an image. Now she's just being her. And she's going to have erratic behavior because it's new.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, we can dig deeper down the rabbit hole, but I think that Lou Taylor and the whole, like fundamentals of the church, okay, and the funneling of the shmoney, coming all full circle, in her circle, her mom, her dad, and whether we want to believe it or not, they're still Britney's circle. These are her people, right? But whenever it comes to her, they're just looking at her going, look, everything is getting paid for. We need money over here. So in order to do that, let's agree to do this. And somewhere somebody's managing her and the money is getting mismanaged probably on the other side. But I don't think that Britney in any way is suffering monetary figures.
No, I don't think so either.
You know what I mean?
If any money's suffered, let's talk about, like you said, Lou Taylor and her business that, when Britney's account allegedly had $600 million go missing, and then Lou Taylor's business exploded with $600 million in up in their vaults, their management funds that they had. So it's just like, and then Britney ends up with only $60 million. It's like, where's the other $600 million? Get out of here! Get out of here!
Well, we all know that Lou Taylor has a lot to do with the Jenner, the Kardashian clan. So it's and again, that goes deeper down the rabbit hole, but it's just very, very it's a shady business. Okay, it's a very shady business. And as far as I'm understanding, they're trying to get a lot of people under that conservatorship.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It seems like crazy. Corey Gamble and Lou Taylor and all of them allegedly are behind some puppeteer pulling them strings on that money.
They are handling the cheering. They sure are. So anyway, go ahead.
So final story of today. All right. Kim Kardashian is throwing in her F Fridays, okay? Mm-hmm. Now her and Odell Beckham Jr. have called it quits on their allegedly 7-month relationship.
7 months? Didn't they? Girl, I don't even know. See, she was showing up at the games, and he had stated something about like not having anything to do with her. He had no he had no idea why she was even at the games, basically. So anyway, when that happened, that was months ago, right? She put it out there. She showed up all cute and everything, sideline sitting. I was like, wow, because she don't quit. I think she's being very particular about who she's wanting to date. But the Kardashians always do that, right? I don't think this is any news. I'll just lay it out there.
Period.
I know, right? Unless it's Reggie or something. Like somebody backtracking on her, but no, now she's just going through the whole team.
And I did, but I didn't
Shorty
see
brave.
them. I didn't see them really like boasting this
Relationship.
When
at
I saw
all.
them in person, walking, they looked kind of upset. Like
Yeah,
it didn't
like
look
a
like
paid
a loving relationship.
paid
Yeah, paid
sponsorship.
sponsorship, paid cameo.
Exactly. So
yeah.
I'm not buying it.
It is what it is. Tell us what you guys think. Back to us in the chat about all these topics going on and everything we covered tonight. Now, do we have any final thoughts, flashback stories, anything you want to say?
Right now, I'm really deep diving into a lot of stuff that's, hitting the mainstream right now. Kim Porter. And to me, that's a flashback. And it just keeps getting deeper. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway.
Well, not only that, but, Jaguar Wright, people, her saying, she's a liar. There's quite a few people who busted her in some lies.
It's been 2 years. 2 years of us calling her crazy.
Yes, but, she called everything that was happening with Diddy. Cassie, regurgitated everything that Jaguar Wright has claimed in that lawsuit.
Absolutely.
And looks like he's going down, okay? Yeah. Slowly but surely, everyone's coming out with Diddy. He's not being handled lightly in this. Now, she also came, through and said Jay-Z's about to have his money.
Absolutely.
Thing. Okay, because she was exposing as well, and she's getting even more deeper into, telling her stories about these people. And then now Tasha K, who keeps, following these Jaguar stories, whether she wants to admit it or not.
Right.
She's definitely doing that. And now she's interviewing somebody who was involved with trying to interview Jay-Z's mistress, and the mistress ended up dead.
Right. So yeah. Oh my God. So everything is unraveling with that. I was gonna say, when we were talking about the polo dude, the fashion guy, and you said that everything that he's doing is going into country. Ralph Lauren.
Yeah.
It just made me think of Beyonce. I was like,
right on cue.
Right on cue.
Did I not mention that?
No, that would have been nice.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, because the whole time you were talking about that, I was like,
I was just trying to get through that story as fast as possible.
Yeah, right. But how ironic that everything just coattails off of, the next big thing. And right now, Beyonce, we're just waiting for her to speak up, girl. We don't care if you got to put this in a different album, okay?
Maybe we'll cover that on Messy Monday. We'll see you guys there.
Yes.
We're going to be going over Jay-Z's downfall, it looks like. All right? I don't know. We'll see you guys in the next ones. What do you guys think happened to Jay-Z's mistress? And we'll see you guys in the next ones. We out. It's Mouth TV.
All day, every day.
Bring you all latest and headlines, breaking stories, drama, clout chasers, and everything trending in these streets. We out.